Hi and welcome back to Shop's Garage. I spent the morning doing my favourite thing, which is shopping. So firstly, for regular viewers, we're going to cover the elephant in the room, which is the black Dacia Sandero. Now, any of you who've watched the channel for a long period of time will have known I had one of these previously, and it was the car that took the longest to sell. Not because it had any problems, it was like this one, low mileage, really good condition, fairly new. This one's 2018, I think the last one was 2016. Mileage was decent. This one again has only done 40 odd thousand miles. Just for whatever reason it took forever to sell, but in the end it did sell, and it did sell for a profit. And because it was in such good nick like this one, I didn't have to do a lot of work for my money, and I'm hoping it's the same with this. This needs a really good machine polish. Other than that, I can't imagine it's going to need really anything for its MOT, some tyres at best, and then it should be ready to go. I shouldn't have to do anything else to it. And it's got enough of the toys to keep you happy. You've got your Bluetooth on the go, you've got the auxiliary input on it, the aircon blows ice cold. So it's got all the real necessities, isn't it? So what have we bought next? A 2010 Clio. So this is the lower end of my market. This will be a cheaper car. This is going to be sub £3 job. This is an iMusic. If you remember, I had one of these in blue quite recently as well. So nice little car. I drove this one back. Drives absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Bodywork wise, it needs a little bit of work. It actually is in really good condition. It's going to buff up really well. The only thing is, whoever had it struggled on this side of the car, on the corner there, because they've scraped it just along the arch here. But if you look at it, a lot of it is very shallow. I think I can even scrape some off with my nail. I think a lot of this is going to buff out. Don't think it will necessarily on the plastic here, but I think a lot of this will buff out. And obviously if it does, and I don't spend a load of time painting, I can let the car go even cheaper. We've got the nice alloys on it, they're all in good condition. Loads of tyre tread there. There's a little scrape on the front here again, but you can see it's grazed. I think this is going to polish out. This alloy's in good nick as well. Needs a tyre on the front there. Yeah, we're coming up to wear indicator, so we need to put a pair of front tyres on it. Some marking there again. I think most of that will polish out. Once that's all polished, there's a bit down here. Yeah, again that'll polish out, but it is 2010. Let's not get crazy here, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to get two front tyres. The rear ones have got loads of tread on. So bodywork, I think, like I say, after a good old machine polish, I think a lot of those marks will come out, and it'll be really clean car on that, because down the sides doesn't seem to be any real dings or dents. Now, the thing that really surprised me, it's unlocked yet. The interior is immaculate, guys. It really is. I've had a number of these, and all the buttons wear. Normally you lose all the white off the buttons. All the seats wear quite badly, but this is in really good condition. All the carpets are mint, the seats are excellent. I think there's a minor bit of wear, tiniest bit of wear on the bolster there, not even really worth noting. But yeah, all the whites on the stickers and that are in great condition. The aircon you've got on this, it does need regassing, haven't driven it. You've got your plugs down there, so I imagine you can get a auxiliary to two of those jack plug cables, whatever you call them, to get your music through the sound system. We've got, I forget to check what's the service history like. We have got 2011, 13, 14, 16, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, up to 2019. So that's a really good level of service history for a 2010 car. It's not full, obviously, but really good for the age of car. Looks well looked after. There's a cam belt one in there as well. Back seats again, immaculate condition. The interior is really good. I'm going to do next to nothing inside here. So like I said, the exterior is just really those couple of scrapes on the arches. And this will be a cheap car. This will go out the door at, I think, oh, mileage, I haven't shown you mileage, 2 seconds. Oh, we're having a look. We've got electric windows, electric mirrors, stereo controls, mode controls, audio controls there. The mileage is oh, where's it gone? Let's do the mode. Is it down here? The mileage is 78,986, so good mileage for the age as well. The oil seems to be pretty much where it should be, and is a good colour. I'm on a bit of a slope, obviously, so I'll need to take a more accurate reading. But the coolant level is good colour and where it should be. Signs that someone's put some oil in it recently here. Missed the hole a bit. Got a new alternator there and a new alternator belt. So a little bit of work's been done. A sneak look at the air filters, are so easy to check. Yeah, that's super clean. So I think there's a service that hasn't been put in the book here, you know, because there's no way that air filter is what, 3 years old. So I think the services haven't been put in the book. I'll have to go through the paperwork and see if there's any receipts. And as I said, it ran like an absolute dream over here, no problems at all. So hopefully, again, it's just a case, a couple of tyres, machine polish up, get it in for the MOT, and yeah, it'd be a nice cheap runaround for someone. Now on to our most expensive purchase today, a 2012 BMW 120D SE 5-door. Full service history. I'm told it's got a full service history on the info centre, is that right? And I've also got paperwork for that. It's only done 50,000 miles, super low mileage, rear parking sensors, alloy wheels, gunmetal grey metallic paint. This thing drives so nice. I know I'm not supposed to like BMWs, but PT, those of you who know PT, informs me that this is the OK engine. So this is the one that's had the timing chain from this year is okay with the timing chain side of things, and he knows his BMW, so I'll trust him on that one. And I have to say, it starts and drives absolutely beautifully. In fact, I think we'll take this one home and I'll do a little video of driving this one home tonight. Bodywork wise, again, just the kind of North Devon thing. This side of the car's got light scratching on it from the hedgerow, so it needs a good machine polish down here. Alloys seem in good nick though. Doesn't seem to be any curbing on the alloys. Got loads of tyre tread there. Plenty there, loads there. Same here. Alloys good. Alloys good here. Loads of tyre there. So no curbing on the alloys. Don't need any tyres. This side hasn't suffered the hedgerow side thing so much because obviously it's that side that gets pushed up against the hedges. So we'll look inside. I'll grab the keys a sec. So inside. Oh, these are quite low down, aren't they? All round electric windows, electric mirrors, Bluetooth, cruise control. We've got all the toys on it. Keyless stop start. CD radio, aircon, 6-speed box with a sport and a pro setting on it. We've got controls here for, this is an iDrive, is it? Is it iDrive in this year? I think that came later, isn't it? You've got controls here. It mileage wise, let's just confirm that mileage a second. So 50,000 miles, 5823. I think it said it needed a service in 16,000 miles or something. Let's have a look what they're talking about on the, I haven't done this before, have a look what they're saying about the servicing on the computer. It does have a service history, you're not going to be able to see it on there, are you? So 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2016, 2015, 2014. So yeah, full service history. We do have paperwork for it here as well. I'll show you anything there, I shouldn't. Interior wise, just needs a little lightest of wet cleans on some of the seats, but there doesn't seem to be any marking. We've got all the handbooks here. This thing drives so nice. Now I know that's probably because I spend most of my time in cheapy cars, don't I? I spend most of my time in cheapy cars, but it absolutely flies, especially when you put it in the sport mode. It handles fantastic. It just feels absolutely hewn from rock. It really does feel good. Yeah, so I have to admit it's a properly nice car. Like I said, we'll take it for a drive a little bit later. I think the retail for this one is around about 9. I can't remember exactly. I have put all of these up on the site now, cgcarsales.co.uk. I put them all up on the site now with all the other stock that I've got incoming, so that if you want to know the exact price, it'll be there. So we've got stuff right from, like I say, 6k, under 3k, around about 9k. Kind of options for everyone there, aren't there? So another buy-in, guys. They keep coming. We've got this 67 plate Renault Clio 1.2. I think it's a dynamic. I think I'm correct in saying. Subscriber's car. I won't use names again, but massive thanks for getting in touch and letting me know you were looking to sell your car and giving me the opportunity to buy it. This thing is absolutely immaculate. It really is. Again, big thanks to the subscriber for being an incredibly honest seller. The car is exactly as it was described. It is in fantastic condition. It was a good deal cleaner before I drove it home and back last night. 36,000 miles. I think the only bit of bodywork that needs doing is a tiny little scuff down here, and we have to wonder how much this will polish out. Actually, to be fair, no, it's actually, you'll need a little bit of paint because it's scuffed on the edge there, but that is the only mark on it. It's a fantastic metallic blue, and the interior is also immaculate. Oh, it's keyless. I've got the keys in my pocket here. Well, not keys, they're like credit cards on these, aren't they? Inside, absolutely immaculate, guys. Spotless. As with our subscriber cars, so often they're normally in such good condition. I guess people that watch car stuff on YouTube are car fans and look after their cars. I'm not sure if this is standard, the bass reflex speakers, or that's an upgrade, but they sound really, really good. Carpets are all absolutely bang on. Really impressed with the condition of this car. I know it's a 2017, so it's fairly new for me, but having been on the road for what, 5 years now, to still be in this condition is pretty impressive. We got electric mirrors with the auto fold by the looks of it, I think. Electric windows, air conditioning, touch screen, USB auxiliary input, as I said, stop start button, cruise control, your Bluetooth there. Only 36,000 miles. Service history wise, 2018, 2020, 2022. Oh blimey, I didn't know it had that done. Timing belt and water pump and auxiliary belts done at 27,000 miles. Most people would have said, oh, it's too low miles to bother doing that with. So not only is it outstanding condition, it's outstanding maintenance as well, and that is telling in the drive. First time I've driven one of these newer Clios. It's the 1.2, so it's still the smaller engine, but first time I've driven one of these, and oh my goodness, this is really refined. For, I mean, obviously for this size of car, let's put that in perspective, but having used to been driving the older Clios that, you know, obviously they're a bit tinny and a bit noisy, these later ones, oh my goodness, they're night and day. So much quieter, so much smoother. You feel like you're in a much bigger car. I mean, I guess this is now sort of getting on the size of an old Megane, isn't it? 5-door Megane rather than a Clio. So the extra size obviously makes a difference. I mean, they're renowned for being safe as well, aren't they? They are well put together, I think, on the safety side of things. But yeah, really nice drive. I haven't looked in the boot yet. Don't know how big the boot is. That's a good size. That's immaculate as well. Not leaving me any work to do here, are you? Which is exactly what I need at the moment with the amount of work I have got on. Well, we've probably got a spare kit in this, haven't we? Yeah, it's one of those funny little spare kits. So yeah, this is going to be a case of give it a clean off again. Like I say, most of the dirt's from me driving it. And give it a bit of a wax. And get it photographed and up for sale. Obviously this is going to be the higher end of my sort of price range. I still hope to undercut Auto Trader on it. I think Auto Trader's saying something like 9.3 or something like that. I think I'm going to be like 8.995 on it. Got to do a bit more research on pricing. That's off the cuff. I'll have to go back and have a look again. And like I say, get that bit of paint done, because it is worth doing it. I mean, normally you might say you just touch that in with a touch-up pen or something, but it depends how much that polishes out. But I think probably spray that, and like I say, just give it a machine polish. So yeah, the subscriber contact me via Instagram, which is obviously always the way to contact me for this kind of stuff. So that was just a quick video on a bit of an update of stock movement. Well, no real movement because I've still got so much to be doing, haven't I? Everything mostly, to be honest, just needs really good cleans and to be photographed and put up. So it's just going to be a marathon cleaning session, and I really am at that point where I need a valeter now. I need someone to do just a couple of days a week, maybe, just to come in and do valeting. It's just finding someone who does it to the standards I like, because I am very particular about my valeting. But the volume I'm starting to do now, it's getting increasingly hard to do. Yeah, I obviously outsource the mechanicals, but as the business is growing, even just the cleaning, I mean, every car after it's been cleaned has to be photographed, has to have a video walk around, has to be uploaded to Auto Trader and to my website and to Facebook. Then obviously you've got to do your stock book for VAT on each car. You've got to add them to your insurance. You've obviously got to organise them going in for the MOTs, get the parts in if you want to buy the parts yourself and try and keep the pricing down on that side of things. You've got to go and pick them up, drop them off. So that's even before you start to do stuff like the cleaning and all that. So this channel is all about watching Chop's Garage grow. You've seen it, some of you have seen it start from just 1 or 2 cars a month from outside my mate's garage. You can see it growing. I'm getting emails all the time asking me for advice on car sales. So hopefully you're seeing me go through this process and it's going to help some of you. I know it's inspired some of you to set up on your own. So best of luck for those of you that have. That's absolutely brilliant. And you know, I think it's important that you see, you know, maybe I've made a mistake buying this much stock. And it's important for you to see that side of things as well, isn't it? You know, if you can learn off of my mistakes, that's the best thing possible. And thanks to all those dealers out there that bung me advice as well. I've even got one more car turning up today as well. I've got a Honda CRV. So maybe I won't end the video right now. Perhaps I'll put the Honda CRV in, and then you'll have a complete update on all of my stock, and then I need to stop buying and get cleaning really, really badly. Crazy thing is, because I do price under Auto Trader, when as soon as I put a car up, it normally sells. The eye goes up with just a basic couple of photos on it. I've got someone booked in to come and see that on Saturday, but I've got other people ringing me with interest to it as well. I haven't had a chance to give it machine polish yet as well. So hopefully, I think a lot of people don't see the stuff I see anyway. So yeah, the thing is, as soon as it's up for sale, it's normally sold. I only currently have up for sale, I think, if I remember correctly, the YRV. I haven't really done much. I've just stuck that on the Facebook page as well. That needs to go on more specialist sites. And it's only the iGo that is on Auto Trader. None of the rest of these cars are advertised other than on CG Cars website as due soon. So really do have a lot of work on my hands. Which is why you know you do see me offer stuff out trade to trade as well, because the reality is I'm probably not going to get it all through it all, and if you sit on cars for months on end, there is a danger they can go down in price. Last car of the day, the Honda CRV. We'll let Adrian unload that for us, and then we'll have a look around. So what we've got is a 2008 Honda CRV EX, which is a top end model one. I don't know if it's the highest. But obviously lovely in this metallic grey with the alloy wheels. It's got the tinted rear glass, full leather. It has been valeted for me beforehand, so thank you ever so much, the dealer that sold it to me. All the buttons are in good nick. We've got heated seats. We've got a sat nav. Presumably we've got Bluetooth. Yeah, we've got Bluetooth. All in really nice condition. Leather's lovely. All round electric windows. When I first bought this, I did think I might use it myself to tool the kayaks round and the paddle boards, but it looks too nice for that. I need something tatty for that. And then in the boot, let's have a look. Where are we going into the boot? Yeah, huge boots. The boots are so massive on these. Still got the pull-out cover, nice. It's all nice back here, nicely valeted out for me. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I will drive it home, so I'll probably need to clean the outside again by the time I get home and back. I think the headlights could do with a bit of a buff as well, looking at them. And I'll treat the plastics to get them to come up black again. Once I've done that, this thing is going to be mint. I think the only thing that lets it down, unfortunately, is all electric seats. Is a crack in the panoramic roof just here. Just a bit of a bummer on the corner there. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't think it's really something for me to do. I think it's something to live with or for someone to claim on their insurance later on. I don't think it's worth doing, to be honest. Yeah, it's a shame that. Don't know how that's happened. There doesn't seem to be any obvious signs of impact. So we will be selling it a little bit cheaper than Auto Trader. I think Auto Trader says 4.5 for this. I'm thinking maybe 3,995, allowing for the damage to the roof. That's quite a big discount, isn't it, for the damage to the roof if you're not going to get it fixed? I don't know. The thing is, all it needs is that, and this would be immaculate. It's in such good condition now. As I understand it, it has a really comprehensive service history as well. Let's have a little quick look. Only 3 keepers, and the last keeper 2010, so they've had it for a good long time. So services 2009, 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I've dropped the book. Right, where are we? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Blimey, what a service history as well. No wonder it's in such good nick. Gosh, all this is so clean. All the dash and everything is so clean. All the buttons and that. You could put this as a 3 or 4 year old car on the interior. I was having a paddy because I've left the door open. Mileage is 107,560, so actually low end mileage for this kind of age. What are we getting on now? We're getting on 14 years old. It's covered less than 10,000 miles a year, so the mileage is perfectly reasonable. Got the old touchscreen on the go there. With the sat nav. We've got the auxiliary input as well. What a car. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I'd leave that. I think if I was to buy this car for myself, I wouldn't worry about that bit of glass. I'd just drive it as it is. It's obviously lasted this long. And when you get to this age, it's all about the mechanicals, and this thing has been, oh my goodness, properly looked after, hasn't it? And like I say, that interior is absolutely outstanding. I thought the last one I had was clean. Honda 2.2 diesel with 107,000 miles on has got a lot of life left in it yet. Yeah, what a cracking car. And the last one sold really quickly. It'll be interesting to see how quickly this one sells. You'd have to use a knocking noise from the back. That's the rear trade plate bouncing about, hanging off the back rear wing mirror, windscreen wiper. Just off. National speed limit already, do you know what I mean? And this is no, obviously there's much bigger diesel engines you can get in the Beamers. Goodness knows what, I've never driven one of the high performance petrol 1 Series BMWs. I had a 520D as a company car once, and I was pretty underwhelmed with that, but obviously in a lighter car it gives it a lot more get up and go. So we're at 50 mile an hour, we're at under 1500 revs in 6th gear, going up this incline, and it's literally got no problems whatsoever with that. I've often heard that these BMWs, with the performance, the handling and the economy, are just the best all-rounder, and if that's true, 56.8 mpg, to have this level of performance and that mpg with a rear-wheel drive chassis, I do think they may well be right. I mean, that's through there, smooth as you like, smooth as you like. I guess the only downside for me is I'm not a fan of the looks. If you had the Alfa Giulietta body on this chassis with this engine, you'd have an absolute killer. So there you have it, guys. I know some people complain about the test drives, some people love them. At the end of the day, I'm getting to drive different cars every day, and I haven't driven one of these before, and I'm sure a lot of you haven't driven one of these before, so it gives you the opportunity to see what they're like. Obviously I've had 3 cars in today. I think we all know how 1.2 Clio drives. I've done one of those before, I've done the Dacia before, so I thought this one would be worth a little hoon out in, and I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed. It feels like a new car. The steering, the brakes, the suspension, all feels bang on. It performs incredibly well, it handles incredibly well. I just kind of wish it didn't have a BMW badge on it. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you again soon.